Hello, Andrew, Jules, Julian, Cawthon here, and I'm here to talk about the most awesome thing right now. The most awesome thing right now. Okay, so I'd like to talk about universal law. Universal law is simple. Universal law doesn't change with the times. Anytime to infinity. It's not written by man. It's not written by man. It's perfect. It doesn't change. To feel love is to feel a communication with universal law. Love isn't an emotion. Love has nothing to do with anything. Love is the experience of the truth. It has nothing to do with things. It has nothing to do with anything that you can see, feel, hear, touch, taste, smell, senses. Love is just experiencing the experiencer without a filter. I want to take this moment to salute the mind. The mind is doing such a great job to protect the body being the extension of the mind. Protect the body through the five senses, through awareness within the five senses. What an incredible job the mind does. Yet the mind can be misled, programmed, filtered, manipulated, controlled. Because it's a computer. You can change it anytime. The question is how? How do we change this computer? When we're just, all we know ourselves is as the five senses, the body, the mind, the thoughts. How do we then change this computer? Well, you don't really change it. Because you can't do anything from within the matrix. You can only change it by stepping outside of it. And it's easy. You naturally do it whenever you just understand the mind's not working anymore. You just give up. You pray. Or like, say you get into something beyond your control, some sort of so-called accident. Time slows down, speeds up. Superhuman powers, where do those come from? What orchestrates all things? Not a human. Who really writes the rules? Not a human. Not any ET. Love writes the rules. Love gives the energy to everything. Everything. So how is this relevant to right now? Well, we look around us. I look around us, me, and I see that people aren't having very much of a communication with all that matters. Love. They're not communicating externally or internally. They're going through a set of dysfunctional programs from an old operating system. And I can take this completely personal and say, oh, it's just me experiencing this. This way I can have responsibility for it. Okay, so now what do I do about this? What can I do about this? Well, I can do a lot of things. I can go for a walk, I can have a talk, I can share my experiences, I can go get some coffee, I can take a nap, I can minimalize my life even more so I am even less of a burden in terms of material things. I can do all kinds of things, talk and walk and be, show through my actions. But then it gets to a certain point where I can't do anything anymore. So then what? Well, I can realize what's real and what's not. I'm talking within a certain language, a certain construct. It's not mine. I'm talking through a body. It's not mine. I'm talking through a mind. It's not my mind. Sometimes I feel like a prisoner. Why? Because I feel like I can't get out of this. I can't get out of this. And at the same time, I'm still here. So, what do I do? Well, I can journal. I can kill myself. And people say, oh, well, that would be suicide. That's bad. But literally we're doing it every single time we eat. We're also doing it every single time we do something we don't really like. That's a suicide, just as much as straight up, shooting yourself. Suicide is not expressing your true nature. Trying to be something you're not. And in a world where everyone is something they're not, boy, compassion comes in real hard. There's no integrity, there's no authenticity. Everything is a lie. Everyone's fake. Everyone's self-destructive and dangerously dysfunctional. Yes. Look at anyone, look at everyone. They're overweight, unhappy, don't know anything, afraid, have nothing to offer. Everything they got was from what they stole from, basically, kids, if you call it rape. Yes, parents eat their kids. Yes, this whole culture eats its youth. It uses them to build their dreams for them because they forgot theirs. And then when they're used up, it blames them for it. It's not cool, So So how can I prevent that within myself? Well, everyone's given certain gifts. The gifts that I've been given are the courage to do radical things that are outside of the norm. Like, for example, building my own house. Learning how to Airbnb it and it being super popular. And then realizing that houses are stupid. They make people retarded, slow and stupid. And then I got a Prius. They're inexpensive. They get a lot of, they need little maintenance. They're the best spaceships, grounded spaceships that exist on the earth. So I got a Prius. You can sleep in the back of them. They're awesome. Just tint your windows. I tinted mine 20% on the sides and 35% on the front windshield. No, it's not legal, but again, there's universal law. It's above all the laws of the land. And I need my privacy because this is my house. I need to not people to not see me because I need my privacy, just like you do in your house, in your shower. So on my next car, I'm probably gonna go about 10 or 15% on the sides, and 35% on the front is good. You can see fine with it. And I've had it for 20 some years. It doesn't matter. No one cares. It used to be that people cared, but it's just the norm now. And then just around the corner is all cars are self-driving, and who's gonna be looking outside the windows? Anyway, I mean, to see out, yeah, but they're gonna be our new homes. First land bound and then the sky, because we don't belong on this planet. This is not our planet. We stole it, or I didn't, but my great-grandfather stole it. So it's gotta be given back. Because all the natives are being born through us now. And they're speaking through us, through our kids. Yeah, you can't kill anyone. You can change their form. Nature is infinite, and balanced, perfect and free. So yeah, all the houses that you see, all the no trespassing signs, dust to dust. See ya. Get over it. All your so-called careers, all your exploiting the body with sexuality, exploiting the earth through so-called materialism, saying you need to be safe. Get over it. It's just a waste of time. But it did bring you to this point. Now you're listening here with me, within, speaking the real truth, feeling the real feels, not denying as much as possible. So no, the cops that delegate all the dysfunctional rules, they can't bother you. The people that are living the program filtered realities and are bullying you every single moment of your every single life now through everyone, they can't bother you. What they're here to show you is that this is just a dream. It's a dream of the mind. It's an imagination. It's a collective imagination, joint project, cooperative. Yes, that's what it is. So, when everything gets too sucky, all your skate parks get shut down, maybe get kicked out of them. All the people around you are swooping in on your conversations. All your friends are hoes. all your joy is gone. Then just come back to the beginning, the source, which is you're just experiencing all this. None of it is good or bad. It's just a dream, and you're the dreamer. None of it is anyone's fault. Everyone's innocent and free. There's nothing you have to do, because nothing was done. There's nowhere to go, because you've never been anywhere. Just wherever you're at, come back home. This is the only way through the operating system shift. So how do you come back home when everything's kind of okay? Well, you can't, because you have to kind of have to just be over it to come back home, you know? So, like, you kind of just, well, you know, not necessarily, but you kind of just have to, I mean, you have to ride this wave out till it's done. And just appreciate it and love it, and as best you can, and speak your truth. And know that every single letter that you pronounce in your truth is energetically supporting everyone else who can't. And how amazing it is that you have the courage to do that when everyone else is just sucking and fucking each other for being a hoe. So appreciate yourself, love yourself in that, in your confidence to just be, to be you. That's the greatest gift you give. There's nothing else you give here, and there's nothing else that's given to you in the world from anything else. Everything is gifted to you from you being who you are. So anything else but that is a waste of time. Who you are is the only thing that's not a waste of time. It's not even in time. So when people are harassing you and bullying you and for being who you are, then you know, just be. You don't have to change anything. Just be. All the temporary stuff goes away. You remain. Okay, I hope this makes you feel amazing, and whatever insights you got from it, please share those to your friends and family, and remember that you're the best thing that ever happened to the earth, and you're the gift, and this is your kingdom, and nobody can tell you what to do, and that you don't have to listen to anyone. And because most people have no idea what they're talking about, and most of the time you won't either. That's why it's just good to just be silent and enjoy the spaces in between. Talk to people in their face, in their eyes. Be real. Don't be a hoe. Don't be afraid to live on this planet, this beautiful planet that you were born on. You don't need to pay to live here. If you can't have it, be happy without it. If you have more than you need, then share it with other people. That's your responsibility for having it. It's not about martyrdom, which is dysfunctional self-destruction. Give yourself the best stuff. Because if you aren't, then you're just filling up landfills full of garbage, cheap garbage. Don't waste your time on anything less than the best. You're amazing. I love you very much only because I love myself very much. You don't need to be a liar or fake in any way. You can walk away from anything at any time. You don't have to think about a single thing. You don't have to explain yourself. The truth needs no defense or offense. You don't need to think about anything. Just let it come to you. If you don't have anything to say, don't say it. Express yourself. Okay, have a good one.